It's kind of not a nice question to ask, but is Jim Comey off his medication? Because seriously, just look at what he's been saying on national TV while hawking his book that bashes Trump.
He's tweeted at me probably 50 times. I've been gone for a year. I'm like a breakup he can't get over it. I'm out there living my best life. He wakes up in the morning and tweets at me.
Oh my gosh, why can't Donald just get over me? Comey sounds himself more like a jilted, gossipy teenager than the former FBI director. So let's try to figure out what's going on here with former Secret Service agent Dan Bongino and Richard Goodstein, a Democratic strategist, former advisor to the Bill and Hillary Clinton presidential campaigns. Great to have both of you on. Let's talk to you, Richard, first up. Jim Comey is the gift that keeps on giving. There's a couple of I love Hillary. I want Hillary never to leave her book tour. I want that to keep going on. I want Nancy Pelosi to hold on to that gavel but not actually use it. And I want Jim Comey to stay out there. Your reaction to the interviews so far?
So I have kind of mixed feelings about Comey. I think that he cost Hillary the election. I mean, I think with the polls, both before the July press conference and right before the October 28th letter, she was looking good and then basically cratered after that. And he's admitted, to his credit, he's admitted during this book tour he didn't have to do what he did. And I think he did it for the reason he's going on this book tour is so that he could basically kind of put himself front and center, the facts, the issues, the law, the policies of the Justice Department be damned. You know, if it kind of made him feel good and look good.
I don't want to relitigate 2016, but the idea that Jim Comey cost Hillary the election, Hillary cost Hillary the election. She was a disaster candidate. The only person who probably maybe couldn't have won in the election was Hillary Clinton. And then you had Donald Trump, who was a phenomenal campaigner. He was a better campaigner than Hillary. I mean, she won the coast, she won the elites, but middle America hear Hillary and they hear like cats, screaming. They don't want to hear Hillary. I'm sorry, but it's just they don't like Hillary. And I know you think Comey cost it. Just
if you look at the polls, I'm just saying those were the only external events that happened where we saw the polls.
But the polls are always wrong. The polls are wrong today.
But they moved dramatically after this.
Dan, I want to play for you a soundbite. This was Jim Comey with, I think it was Savannah Guthrie, or on The View. It was on The View, talking about Andrew McCabe and the IG report. Let's watch.
This is where I think the confusion comes from. Your second in command, McCabe, was fired for lying multiple times within the FBI. You defended his character on Twitter. That's okay. Lying is okay internally.
No, it's definitely not. In fact, the McCabe case illustrates what an organization that's committed to the truth looks like. We investigated I ordered that investigation. Mm-hmm. We investigate and hold people accountable. Good people lie. I lay out in the book, I think I'm a good person where I've lied.
But, well, what happened to poor Mike Flynn when they say he lied, which I'm not convinced he did lie in that interview, but nevertheless, he didn't get off so easy, did he, as McCabe might?
No, and Laura, Comey can't seem to get his story straight on anyone, on McCabe or Flynn for that. I'm glad you brought up Flynn. You know, he's in a transcribed interview with Congress, Laura. I don't know if anybody's aware of this. In a transcribed interview, saying that they didn't think Mike Flynn was being deceptive, while the FBI arrested Mike Flynn for being deceptive, for false statements to the FBI. Comey can't seem to get his story straight. But can I just address one thing Richard said? You know, I love debating Richard. I believe Richard. He passionately advocates for his cause. He's probably a super wonderful guy, but he's a little crazy on this, okay? Listen, Hillary Clinton cost Hillary Clinton the election. And saying that it was the only thing that changed was the Comey thing. No, you know what changed? Hillary Clinton decided to put a private server in her house and not go by standard State Department rules. So, Richard, again, while I respect your passion for your cause here, that is just an absurd statement. Hillary could have avoided this entire thing by following the rules every single government employee did.
So let me talk about what government employees are not supposed to do. Take Russians into the Oval Office, kick out the U.S. press, and get one second.
Is that against Russia? What regulation is that against?
Doesn't answer the question.
It's general.
Handing over state secrets. He handed over state secrets.
Of course.
No, he's just making that up.
No, that's what Comey did. That's what Comey did.
He gave the Russians the whereabouts. He basically let them unlock where the Israelis had embedded people with ISIS.
We're getting far afield from Comey. Let's talk about what Jim Comey said about the Republican Party and how the party left him. Let's watch.
I feel like the Republican Party left me and people like me. I used to think that at the heart of being a conservative, lowercase c, was first that character matters and second that values matter most of all. And I don't know where that is today in the Republican Party, and so I'm just not comfortable being part of it.
I think he left the Republican Party when Donald Trump won. Go ahead, Dan.
No, this is insane. Keep in mind, let me just tell you about the two Jim Comeys. Jim Comey, number one, in a March 2017 hearing, admits on the record, by the way, this is all on YouTube for anyone to see in front of Congress, under oath, admits that he hid the sensitive Donald Trump investigation from Congress for 8 months, Laura, and avoided the quarterly briefings. Quarterly, meaning every 3 months for Richard and some other people may have a hard time figuring this one out, right? He hid it in the public interest because it was sensitive. Then he also admits that he leaked information to the press that would benefit him to start a special counsel investigation on the same basically sensitive information. Jim Comey is a complete fraud. Him talking about values is a joke. This guy should open up at a comedy club in New York City and get off this book tour. And by the way, he needs to get a lawyer ASAP and get off TV.
All right, Richard, quickly.
Look, I agree with Dan in one sense. Comey should have disclosed to the public about what exactly it was that the Trump investigation looked like. Remember, he said, I want to say what I said about Hillary because she'll be illegitimate if she wins. And guess what? That's exactly the boat that Trump is in by virtue of Comey not disclosing to the public about this investigation. I'm sorry, Dan. I agree that that Comey had an obligation to level with the public. If he was going to level with them about Hillary, he had to level with them about Trump, and he didn't.
I just want to say...
But he didn't level with the public.
And in conclusion, what I'd like to say is, I frankly am really glad the Republican Party is not, welcoming Jim Comey in right now. I think that's really good news.
He discredits the Republican Party. I think
Everybody on the panel agrees.
Yeah, that the country clubber, old line establishment, took our country down a rat hole.
I'm gonna shake with
and
you
I'm really glad. Okay, so woo, let's celebrate that. All right, guys, fantastic. Love you both.